Hey everyone, I'm Srijan from Team Void Main, and today we are going to be explaining you our solution Drizzle for the GuideWire DEVTrails Hackathon 2026. Let's start with the problem statement here. Rain and other natural calamities cost delivery partners their hard-earned money and their dinner. That is something no one should face, right? That's very unfair. Costing someone their hard-earned money because of a natural calamity, that's brutal. Around 3,500 rupees to 6,000 rupees a week gone because of a single downpour. Let's take an example of Raj. Raj works 6 to 10 pm daily, earns a lot, and just because of one day of rainfall, he's again back to zero. That's something no one should face. So, we have taken this problem statement and thought, why not change it? Why not improve the lives of the delivery partners? So that's why we came up with the solution called Drizzle. Let's take an example of how a solution will work. Let's divide a city into microzones. Why into microzones? Because not every part of the city is equal. Some part faces risk of flooding, some part faces the risk of some heavy rainfalls. All those things vary a lot. So based on these micro zones, we divide into high risk, medium risk and low risk zones. These risk scores are calculated based on various factors such as rainfall in that area, such as the how much air pollution is there in that area. All those things take a factor and the risk score is calculated. Based on this risk scores, we pay out the premiums. So these premiums will be paid to the delivery partner based on the risk scores in the region which they are present in. Now I'll be explaining you the architecture diagram of our solution. So here is the architecture diagram. The rider comes in, rider registers, his GPS location is selected. Then a risk score is calculated using external APIs like weather APIs, Twitter APIs for all those curfews and all, Reddit APIs. All those things are combined and a risk score is calculated using a formula. Then based on the risk score, the premium is paid out to the delivery partner. But there's a catch here. We have also included fraud detection here. How? For example, nowadays a lot of GPS spoofing happens, right? We need to avoid that. Because of this GPS spoofing, we can't give out money to people those who do not deserve, right? So that is why we try to overcome this problem with our own solution, which is we'll track the location of the rider throughout the week. For example, he's delivering in zone A throughout the week, but just because it rained in zone B, he changed his location to zone B, he'll not be paid out. So his previous location and his current location will be compared, then only the money will be paid out. So that is something we are improving here. And the payments will be paid out using Razorpay or UPI. Here's the basic UI of our application that we designed. Here's the data flow diagram where all the data how it will flow is shown. Here's Raj's week with Drizzle. In normal days, his peak earnings is between 6 to 10 pm. For example, there's a disruption day, Thursday. The peak hours is lost. That is something a rider should not face, right? So that is why post disruption, we pay out his money based on how much impact he faced. So that was a solution Drizzle. Thank you.